And a pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome to Roncalli Royals basketball here on the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network. Rob Brown and Connor Mahoney with you tonight at the Ascension St. Vincent Gymnasium on the campus of Roncalli High School. A rare midweek game Tuesday night of a Southside rivalry. Roncalli 8-8, taking on 9-7 Meridian from just down the road. It's first of two at home this week for the Royals, as Heritage Christian will be in here for a big Circle City Conference matchup on Friday night. But Connor, first things first for the Royals, this rescheduled game that was originally scheduled to be played Thanksgiving weekend, but at the time the Falcons were having some COVID issues in their program, so the game was pushed back to tonight. And it turned out to be, I think, maybe a fortuitous thing for the Royals, because Roncalli had a game on Saturday here in the afternoon, a 52-38 loss to Beech Grove here in front of a good crowd in a game that they probably would rather forget. And the good news is, for the Royals standpoint, that just a short 2.5 days later, they're right back on the court with a chance to get a fresh start.
Today is a day to get that fresh start, and it's something that, as you look, we're in the final stretch of games here before a tournament play in sectionals, and these are the games where you get that confidence and you get the energy to take you into those big significant games.
Both of these teams coming off a loss. I mentioned Roncalli losing here on Saturday afternoon, Beech Grove, by the score of 52-38. Meridian, on the other hand, lost in overtime on the road at New Pal on Saturday, 64-58. So both of these teams coming into the game without off of a loss, and this could be, Connor, you and I were talking off air before we came on. We were talking that this could be the first of two between these two teams this year, as both of these teams are in Sectional 11 in Class 4A over at Decatur Central. So we could see these teams playing again in the first week in March in the sectional. So you certainly, if you're either Meridian or Roncalli, you want to set a tone tonight if you see this team again in early March.
And a lot of times when you have teams that you see later in the season, especially during sectional play, it impacts the previous game in the regular season, will impact that sectional game. It can either, sometimes the losing team can have more energy going into the game, wanting a bit of revenge, or the winning team can go back in with more confidence. But it's something that if these teams were to face each other again, that this game will be the one that they look at game tape for. It'll be one that they'll go back to in order to prepare for that game later.
Well, certainly we'll talk more about the matchup, and we'll get Connor's keys in segment 2 of this McDonald's pregame show. But, boy, at the top of the scouting report for the Royals, looking at this Falcons team, is Jaden Taylor. Not too often that we see a top 15 in the state scorer come in to Roncalli's gym. It's probably only happened a handful of times in the last decade and a half. But Jaden Taylor is one of those guys, as he is ranked 14th in the state in scoring right now at 25.5 a game. He has 13 20-point games and 6 30-point games. And commitment to Butler next year. Career, boy, he's going to be a guy that the Royals have their hands full tonight.
He's definitely going to be that focus that Roncalli's going to have tonight, considering the fact that what you just talked about, having multitudes of games and over 20 points, and he's going to be somebody who on defense Roncalli's going to look at and say, this is who we need to lock down tonight.
Well, we'll be interested to see how that unfolds. Meridian plays a very deliberate style, averaging less than 50 points a game. Of course, Roncalli has seen already this season the most deliberate of all area teams in Greenwood, who kept the score in the 20s a couple Saturdays ago. So Roncalli should be prepared for that. We've got an exciting matchup for you here on a Tuesday night. Happy you're with us. We're going to take our attention now to our spot in the McDonald's pregame show, where we catch up with Roncalli head coach Michael Wantz and get his thoughts on both the game on Saturday as well as the outlook for tonight's game. Here was that conversation.
We're here with Roncalli head coach Michael Wantz as the Royals taking on Meridian tonight. First of two home games this week. Heritage Christian will be here for a conference game on Friday night. Before we get into tonight's matchup, Coach, let's go back to Saturday. Your team got into a hole early against Beech Grove and couldn't find its way out. Just too much to overcome. That 2 field goals in the first half. Did get it to 7 a couple times, but ultimately it was a 14-point loss. We talked after the game about some of the things you saw, but as you had a chance to get into the film and analyze it a little deeper, what else did you see?
Yeah, sometimes you just don't feel like you're making shots because you're not making shots. I felt like Saturday we didn't make shots because we were pretty stagnant and we were taking tough twos. That's kind of what we want the other team to do, is take a lot of tough twos, but then all of a sudden now we're taking a lot of tough twos. I just thought we were stagnant. We didn't move in our offense. We didn't make good reads. We didn't jam the ball inside like we want to. So I guess the good thing about that is it's all fixable things versus having a team that can't shoot. I certainly feel like we have a skilled offensive team, but we just got to work a little bit harder to get easier shots.
Perry Meridian, the opponent tonight, they, with Mark James as their head coach, they will be deliberate tonight. Not as deliberate as Greenwood, but deliberate, certainly not up and down like Beech Grove wanted to get. How much does seeing Greenwood, though, earlier in the season, just 2 weeks ago, prepare you for what you'll see tonight?
Well, it'll feel like a track meet. No, I think it does. I think that gives us a taste of it a little bit, and they're not quite as deliberate. They've got some of the big guys that will shoot shots, and obviously Taylor and McDonald will penetrate and push the issue a little bit. But it's going to be a possession game. It's going to be a close game again. We have to really treasure the ball on offense and make sure we get that first rebound on defense.
It's not often that you face, during the course of a season, where you face a guy who's a top 15 in the state scorer, but Jaden Taylor comes in tonight at 14th in the state, averaging 25 a game. Not the first time in your career that you've gone up against a team that has a big-time scorer like that. What is your approach when you play a team like that? Do you try and limit what he does, he being the leading scorer, and let the other guys kind of roam around unchecked relatively? Or do you let the leading scorer get his and not let anybody else have a big night?
Yeah, there's a couple different schools of thought to that. I think, we're going to try and limit him a little bit and make it hard on him and make him work for everything he gets. And I think sometimes the mistake we've done, at different times, there were guys, say, against Decatur or Greenwood that we didn't really have to guard. His supporting cast is decent. Casaro can make some shots. The bigs can make shots. Can make a shot. And Pendleton has made 8 3-pointers this year. So he's got a little bit of help, but I think you do put a lot of attention towards Taylor and make him work for everything he gets.
That said, what do you need to do offensively tonight to come out on top?
Well, score. We could do everything defensively great, and then you don't want it to be 36-35 or something like that. So we got to get out. Let's get 10 or 12 points a quarter, get out and score, get some movement, get loose, and get some easy buckets rather than everything being such a plodding, hard task like it was against Beech Grove.
If you get a quick rebound, certainly a long rebound off a missed three, you look to run tonight?
Absolutely. We always do that. I told him today, it's like we don't, we just want the best shot. The best shot might be running down and scoring a layup. That's a pretty good shot, but if we don't get that early, then we want to, long possessions are okay to get a great shot and not take tough twos.
Roncalli taking on Meridian tonight here at the Vinny. Good luck, Coach.
Thanks, Rob.
That's Roncalli head coach Michael Wantz. We're back after this on the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network.
We're so thrilled to have Peyton Manning's name on our children's hospital. But we are a hospital designed for kids.
And then the halfback went in motion and then ran a slant route across the middle. Try to get a linebacker isolated on him. I like this beat. It's nice. Give me some more bass. A little more bass here. These are nice. Of course, they had them at the adult hospital next door. They want to make this giraffe green.
That's crazy.
Might be right. Let's go red right, scat right, 585, wide drag, on two. Ready? Break. Nice ride. Y'all have these in blue? Can you hear this?
There's only one Peyton Manning Children's Hospital, offering world-class compassionate care for your child. Schedule primary, ER, or specialist care online.
Thanks, Peyton. We've got this.
Oh, okay. That's where they go.
I work out every day. COVID won't kill me.
I'm 24. COVID won't kill me.
I have antibodies. COVID won't kill me.
It's been a long week. COVID won't kill me.
I'm 25. COVID won't kill me.
I'm partying outside. COVID won't kill me.
I don't need to wear a mask around my friends. COVID won't kill me.
I'm 23. COVID won't kill me.
If I haven't gotten it yet, COVID won't kill me.
I'm young. COVID won't kill me.
Famous last words. Don't let them be yours. Socially distance. Mask up, America.
Falcons 9-7, Royals 8-8. Take a look, busy night around the area. The boys team's trying to catch back up as the girls took center stage as they should last week with the sectional. So the boys trying to catch up on some games. A lot of midweek games this week, both tonight and tomorrow night. Both these teams will be back at it on Friday night. Around the Circle City Conference, 3 other teams in action. Covenant Christian having a great season, 15-3, ranked in the top 10 in 2A. They are playing Ben Davis for the first time ever. That's a big West Side matchup tonight. Heritage Christian is at LaPel, and Garin Catholic, who will be here a week from Friday, they're having a great season also, 13-3. They are hosting Shortridge. Well, time now to turn our attention in our McDonald's pregame show to Connor and see what he has on his mind for tonight's key to the game.
Well, going back to last game against Beech Grove, we saw the Royals have a slow start, and what we've noticed is when Roncalli is behind at the end of the first quarter, we are 0-6. So that's something that Roncalli is definitely going to need to improve on tonight. And then in the last 2 games, Roncalli has allowed their opponent to hit 17 3-point shots, and we've been outscored from the 3-point line by 15. And then additionally, we are 1-5 when shooting under 40%, so it's going to be super important to shoot well. And I think that's something Coach Wan's talked about is tonight Roncalli is going to need to score in order to win this game.
Yeah, this will be a low possession game. I mean, we've seen most games that Roncalli has been in this year have averaged somewhere in the 100 to 110 possessions. That's combined. The Ritter game that we saw at the end of January, in which Roncalli scored a season-high 89 points, that was a 125 possession game. Meanwhile, the Greenwood game, where both teams scored in the 20s, there were 62 combined possessions in that game. We don't expect that tonight, but I'd be shocked if we got much north of 90 or 95. So certainly, Connor, in a game like that, every possession has a little bit more importance, and turnovers almost count for like 1.5 turnovers when you turn it over in a low possession game like that.
Well, and that'll mean fast break points are going to be super important, and we know that Perry will have some speed to get down to the fast break, especially if ball gets in the hands of Taylor, and it's something that if you stick to that, playing your fundamentals well and sticking to low turnovers, it gives you an advantage.
No question. This is the 38th meeting all-time between Roncalli and Perry Meridian. Perry Meridian leads the all-time series 23-14 and has won 9 of the 15 games played here at Roncalli. Falcons winning the matchup last year 43-42 at Perry Meridian. We're going to take our second and final break here on the pregame show. When we come back, we'll have the lineup and the tip for tonight's game between Roncalli and Perry Meridian. It's next on the Ascension.
Going to school, Chad. Oh, hold up, Brad. We didn't put our masks on. Good idea. Now let's go.
don't be like Brad and Chad. Make sure you wear your mask over your nose and your mouth to prevent the spread of COVID. Visit cdc.gov/coronavirus for more information.
Work out every day. COVID won't kill
I'm
me.
24. COVID won't kill me.
I have antibodies. COVID won't kill
It's
me.
been a long week. COVID won't kill me.
I'm 25. COVID won't kill me.
I'm partying outside. COVID won't kill
I
me.
don't need to wear a mask around my friends. COVID won't kill me.
I'm 23. COVID won't kill me.
If I haven't gotten it yet, COVID won't kill me.
I'm young. COVID won't kill me.
Famous last words. Don't let them be yours. Socially distance. Mask up, America.
Do life, not laundry. Milto Cleaners.
Per game. Mason Casaro, 5'9", the senior, averaging 2.5 points per game. On the front line, Jaden Taylor, the 14th leading scorer in the state. Butler Komet, 6'4", a senior, averaging 25.5 points per game. Patrick Schott, a 6'3", sophomore, averaging 3 points per game. And John Joyce, a 6'3", senior, averaging 3.8 points per game. Mark James, the head coach in his third season at Meridian, is 25-35. 39th season as a varsity coach, the 7th most wins for any active head coach. He's 584 and 318. That includes 26 seasons at Franklin Central, 3 seasons at Covington, and 7 at Ben Davis, which included a 2017 4A state title. For the Royals, same lineup we've seen on 6 previous occasions. 3 seniors in the backcourt. Carson Lynch, the point guard, 6 foot, averaging 8 points per game. Thomas Felmuth, 6'1", senior, averaging 10 points per game. Anthony Donahue, a 6'2", senior, averaging 14.5 points per game. On the front line, Aiden Leffler, the 6'3", junior, averaging 6.5 points per game, and Trevor Lauk in the middle, 6'6", sophomore, averaging 6.5 points per game. Michael Watts, the head coach, winningest coach in program history, 264 and 154 his record. He is, in 19 seasons, he is 13-9 versus Meridian, assisted by Ian Brown, Justin Werke, Jamin Werke, and Justin Agresta. Tim Smith, our crew chief tonight, out there with Rick Daring and Damon Houston. We're set to go. Patrick Schott and Aiden Leffler to jump it up. And the back tap is controlled by the Falcons. Meridian a man-to-man in the traveling Navy uniforms with the powder blue block lettering, Meridian lettering and numerals, and the powder blue and silver trim. Roncalli in the home whites with the red Roncalli block lettering and numerals and the royal blue trim. McDonald on the wing, holds against Lynch. There's Joyce off a screen. Donahue hit the deck. Taylor tries a 3 out front. That's off the back of the rim. But Joyce goes up high to get the rebound. Now McDonald works to the wing and backs it out. Taylor fakes the 3 on Donahue, gets to the basket, put it up, and puts it in. 2-0 the score. Meridian leads. Trevor Lauk on the wing to Lynch. Now Felmuth out front between the circles. Leffler attacks to the baseline on Joyce. Cut off. Pass deflected, and Joyce steals it away. Lauk ties him up, though, and Roncalli gets it right back on the arrow. But that last defensive possession, though, Connor, for Roncalli is tough to get past just because Jaden Taylor, they got him to settle for a three-pointer out front, but couldn't get the offensive rebound. Then he gets a layup.
Yeah, if he's going to have a shot in this game, you're going to want it to be from behind that three-point line because that's not where his greatest strength lies. And it's unfortunate not to get that defensive rebound, which is something that Roncalli is going to need to do throughout this game.
Roncalli gets a team offensive rebound as Lynch's foul line jumper nicked the front of the rim, but Patrick Schott couldn't control it. It rolls off the end line and stays with the home team. Lynch baseline in the corner inbounds to Donahue. Trying to find Lauk in the block against Schott. Couple of sophomores there. Instead, Felmuth works far side. Now Lauk with the catch. Nice give and go to Felmuth. Straightaway jumper is off the mark from 10, rebounded by Joyce. And Lauk ties him up again. This time the arrow goes to Perry Meridian, but that means Roncalli gets the next one. I certainly think, Connor, you don't mind Roncalli getting 2 shots in the paint in the first possession, but could not find the mark. McDonald on the wing. Taylor out between the circles. Pump fakes a 3 against Donahue. And back to McDonald. Screen action away as shot flares out. Joyce looks at 3. He's not taking the 3. Now Casaro in the corner. He's made more than a few, 11 to be exact. Joyce, they dare him to shoot out there. He has no interest in doing so. He just holds it on his hip and waits for a cutter. Hands to Casaro instead.
Seems to be a lack of confidence to shoot from 3, except Taylor will take that one.
And he will, and he'll knock it down. 25th 3 of the season for Taylor. He scored 5, and the lead is 5-0 for the Falcons. Feldman out between the circles. Lynch to Leffler out front. Deep post catch by Lauk. Back out to Leffler for a 3. That's off the back of the rim, rebounded by Taylor. Brings it up the floor. He pulls into a 3 out front. That's good. Oh, Jaden Taylor is rolling right now. He's 2 for 3 from 3, and it's an 8-0 lead. 5:14 to go, first quarter. Michael Wantz calls a 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here with 5:14 to go here in quarter. Fox on the cameras tonight on our YouTube feed. 8-0 to score. Well, Roncalli found itself on Saturday afternoon down 15-4 after one quarter. They're tracking that way again here. Lauk spins baseline, leans into shot, missed the shot over the rim, but draws the foul and shoots 2.
Good to see us get to the line to get something going in this first quarter. As we talked about in the pregame, how these first quarter starts are vital to winning ball games, and we can't continue to have a start like this.
Lauk misses the first free throw. Patrick Schott checks out, and Noah Pendleton is in. 6'4 senior. Well, Roncalli was 7 of 18 from the foul line on Saturday afternoon. Lauk's second one up. That one's good. First point of the game for Roncalli. Comes at the 5:01 mark. 8-1 the score. Joyce on the left wing. Felmuth plays Taylor this time down as Casaro holds at the arc. Now Pendleton a deep catch against Leffler in the block. Finds Casaro back out front. Back to Pendleton. Jump hook is short. Rebound is tapped up and grabbed by Lynch on the baseline. He's on the run in the forecourt. Weaving through the lane. Picked up his dribble. Felmuth. Now Dak down to Leffler on the baseline against Joyce. Out to Donahue. Back to Leffler on the wing. He blows by Joyce. Gets to the basket. Joyce blocked it from behind on a nice play. And it's picked up by Pendleton. Nice play by Joyce to block that shot from behind without fouling. Now Joyce tries a corner 3. That's off. And the rebound grabbed by Donahue. Joyce's first three-point attempt of the year. Donahue, pull up in the lane, is blocked by Taylor off the end line. Here comes Pendleton in for Joyce.
2 chances there. Roncalli were trying to get a shot off, and we've been blocked from behind, not expecting that either.
Shots back in for Joyce. Lauk the catch on shot. Down the baseline. Bowls his way to the goal. Missed the shot. Got his own rebound. Put it up. And it rolled off the rim. Got it again. And he's fouled from behind. He shoots 2. Trevor claps his hands in disgust. He didn't finish one of those, but he did earn a trip to the line. And he drew the foul. Damon Houston said number 24. There is no 24 on the floor. It's Patrick Schott, 42. His second. Lauk misses the free throw. And Zach Douglas comes on. Patrick Schott heads right back out. He was on the floor for about 10 seconds. They get significantly smaller as Schott checks out, 6'3", and Douglas is a 6-footer. Lauk splits the pair for the second time here in the quarter, and it's 8-2. 3:50 to go in quarter number 1. Taylor walks it up against Felmuth, who waits at the volleyball line to pick him up. And an illegal screen set by Pendleton to free up Taylor. That's his first and the team's third. Well, that's the first time tonight that they've let Taylor bring the ball up and initiate. And we'll see how Roncalli defends that.
It's something where immediately you figure you're going to have to put pressure on him, but you can't allow him the opportunity to blow right by you into the paint.
Felmuth, right corner, down to Lauk in the block. He spins on Pendleton, puts it up short. Pendleton grabs the rebound, and Lauk takes the foul. Lauk's foul, his first and the team's first. Matthew Babb was already at the table to come in for Trevor. Babb, a 6'3" senior.
Lauk doing everything he can in the paint there to try and get something to go, and he'd been getting multiple offensive rebounds but just can't seem to get anything to fall for him.
Good opportunities right at the rim, but Barry does have some size and some bulk, though, to contest those shots. Taylor, a long 2 out front, off the front of the rim. Rebound is tapped in the corner, picked up by Lynch. Lynch attacks on Douglas. In deep, out to Donahue for a 3. Bang! He got it, Anthony Donahue for 3. His 31st of the season. Roncalli has scored 5 in a row, and it's an 8-5 Perry Meridian lead. Douglas, out top Pendleton. Lynch against McDonald at the high right. McDonald, pull-up foul line jumpers off the back of the rim, and he got a friendly roll, a high kick, and it fell. McDonald, the first Falcon other than Taylor to score tonight. He has 2, and it's 10-5. 2.5 minutes to go, first quarter. Lynch down the baseline, hook pass to Donahue in the corner, and he lost it off the end line, out of bounds. Michael Wantz wondering if that was not tipped by Taylor, who was the defender on the play. Tim Smith says no. Isaiah Brinker is in, 5'8" junior. Number 20 on your screen for those of you watching along with us. 10-5 the score. 2:18 to go, first quarter. Pendleton finds Brinker off a screen, his first touch. Taylor played tightly topside by Felmuth. Babb comes up to hedge the screen. The ball's knocked loose. It ricochets out of bounds off of Taylor's leg, I believe. Let's see. Yes, it is. And the hustle play of Matthew Babb knocking that ball loose. It ricocheted off Taylor's leg and into the scorer's table.
Fantastic hustle by Babb there to get that ball stripped out of the hands of Taylor and be able to contest for it and get on the ground and put everything out there to get that ball back.
Matthew Babb is not afraid to get on the floor. 10-5 the score. Babb out front. Gives to Leffler in the corner. Backing down on Douglas and a holding foul on Douglas. Mark James can't believe it. It's the first foul on Douglas and the 4th on Perry Meridian. 1:53 left in the quarter, and Roncalli trails 10-5. Lynch in the corner to Babb. Bodies all over the floor as Felmuth finds Donahue on the wing. Donahue, no space to drive on Taylor. Reverses it back out front to Lynch, who sets up between the circles. Bounce to Leffler at the elbow. Back out to Lynch at the right arc. Donahue out front. Taylor with his length contesting. Felmuth feeds Leffler in the right corner. Backing in against Douglas. Finds Babb. Now Donahue looks for a cutter from the left side. Takes it out top. to Leffler in the corner. Now Lynch attacks to the rim, kicks it out. Felmuth for three. That's short. Long rebound, though, grabbed by Lynch. He takes it to the bucket. It's fouled by McDonald on the way up. And will shoot two with 1:08 to go in the quarter.
Great job by Roncalli there to be aware of the fact that there was a possibility of a long rebound there, but before the shot, they did a good job of being patient, not trying to force anything, which could have resulted in a turnover.
Fouls on McDonald, his first. Lynch shoots two. First one's up and in. And Casaro's back in for McDonald. I think anytime, Connor, that Roncalli gets an offensive rebound and Taylor is above the foul line, you have to go to the rim because he's their best rim protector. And if he's not there, you have to take advantage. Lynch hits both free throws. Roncalli's back within three, 10-7. 1:03 to go, first quarter. Douglas on the wing, lobs into Pendleton. He's doubled. Finds Douglas on a cut, power dribble, and a collection, lay it in. Give and go, Douglas with a bucket. And it's 12-7. Douglas averages only 1.5 points a game, so he's already exceeded his average. Lynch to the top against Corsaro. In the corner, Leffler. Drives to the basket, foul on the way up. Make that Brinker on the foul, number 20. Already the 16th foul on the Falcons. Just one on Roncalli. So Roncalli with the next Meridian foul will be in the bonus for the rest of the half. Leffler shoots two. First one up, first one in. Michael Hegwood is in for the first time.
That difference in fouls, what you just talked about, can be very important, especially because, well, Roncalli's only fouled Perry Meridian once, and they fouled us 6 times, so that's going to be a huge advantage. And as we've seen in this first quarter, majority of our points have come from the free throw line as we've only made one field goal.
6 of the 9 points, to Connor's point, have come from the foul line. Roncalli back within 3. 12-9, final 25 seconds of the first quarter. Hegwood into the game. He guards Taylor. Taylor comes to get it out between the circles. Now drifts to the right side. 9 seconds to go. Taylor still out front. 7-6. Taylor, a long three from the volleyball line. He settled and missed it. Lynch has the rebound and can't get it across half court before this. And he banked it in from just across half court, well after the horn. Fans like that, but it will not count. And Roncalli doing its work from the foul line in this first quarter, but the Falcons lead by 3 behind 8 first quarter points from Jaden Taylor. Score on our Beck's board, Perry Meridian 12, Roncalli 9. We're back after this, quarter number 2 on the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network.
Do life, not laundry. Milto Cleaners.
Roncalli trailing Perry Meridian. We head to quarter number 2. Trevor Lauk is back in, out there with Carson Lynch, Michael Hegwood, Anthony Donahue, and Matthew Babb. Perry Meridian, Reggie McDonald has returned, out there with Mason Casaro, Zach Douglas, Noah Pendleton, and Jaden Taylor. Roncalli ball to start quarter number 2. Lynch working behind a Lauk screen out front. Now Donahue gets it, played by Taylor. Shovel to Hegwood. He turns the corner. May have gotten away with a walk. Bounce on the wing to Lynch. Lynch looking, reverses to Babb. Babb holds. Now Lauk at the foul line, turning face on Pendleton. Finds Donahue. Taylor gambled for a steal, and Donahue missed the 3. And the long rebound to the corner, scooped up by Casaro. Here's Taylor working on Hegwood. Foul line pull-up is around and off. Rebound picked up off the floor by Lauk. Donahue over to Hegwood. Step back, 17-footer is off the front of the rim, rebounded by Taylor. He's on the run in the forecourt. Hegwood picks him up at the timeline. In the corner to McDonald. Back out. Douglas tries a three. That's way short. And the rebound picked up off the floor by Hegwood.
Looks like Perry's trying to move fast in transition, and then whenever Roncalli gets the ball, we look to slow down the game, and it's something that Roncalli's always played throughout the season, just to slow it down and get into their offense.
Donahue in the lane. He traveled. Kicked it back out to Lauk. Joyce returns for Perry Meridian for Douglas. Interesting, though, I think we may see more minutes, Connor, from Michael Hegwood tonight because he's got length with his long arms and some quickness and at size at 6'3" that really nobody else on the Roncalli roster has. So he's done a nice job on Taylor so far.
Just poked the ball loose there a little bit, too, just applying that pressure to him. That
Taylor splits a double team, gets to the rim, missed the shot, drew a foul on the way there. I was about to say that Taylor's 0 for 2 from the floor since Hegwood entered the game. That's on Trevor Lauk, his second, team second. Trevor arguing that foul was on Michael Hegwood, who was the other defender there, but Tim Smith says no. 12-9 the score. Neither team has scored here in this second quarter. We're about 2 minutes deep. Pendleton out between the circles. Babb gives him plenty of space. Left side, Joyce. Lauk does the same with him. Dribble handoff to Taylor against Hegwood. Now Joyce in the right corner. Lobs into Pendleton. He caught it below the rim. Nice catch, or behind the backboard, but he angled himself back in to lay it in. Nice catch and finish by Pendleton for his first two. 14-9 to score. Roncalli trails by 5. Lauk in the lane too long, 3 seconds. Leffler quickly to the table, back in for Roncalli. He's in for Trevor Lauk. .538 left in the half. Roncalli trails 14-9. McDonald across the line. Bounce to Joyce. Pendleton around the horn to McDonald at the right arc. Finds Casaro. He's open for a long three. That's off the front of the rim. Rebound is tapped by Leffler. Picked up on the floor by McDonald. He's through the paint. Shovels to Pendleton. Backing in on Babb. Stripped on the way up. Pendleton got it back. Now gives to Taylor in the right corner. Taylor spins on Hegwood, and a nice job by Hegwood to move his feet, but they call a foul. That looked like pretty good defense.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see who they called the foul on here.
They called that a block on Hegwood. Michael Wantz can't believe it. Hegwood's first, team's third. Jaden Taylor shoots 2. These are the first 2 Perry Meridian free throws of the night. First one on the way, good. Taylor had a game against Southport last week where he was 18 of 18 from the foul line. Scored 34 in that game. Second one on the way, good. Taylor has 10, and the lead is 7 as the Falcons have scored the first 4 points of the second quarter. Hegwood to the top of the circle, back to Donahue. Donahue played by Taylor. Takes the dribble back out near the timeline. Hands to Lynch. Lynch down to Babb. He's doubled in the block. Out to Leffler with Taylor on his hip. To Donahue. Back to Leffler. Leffler to Donahue. Taylor gambled for a steal. Now Babb rolls to the basket. Foul on the way up. On a nice bounce feed from Donahue. Babb shoots 2. 4:35 left here in the half.
Good pass there from Donahue to be able to find it. That bounce pass into Babb, and Babb to fake out the defenders and get himself to the line.
First one on the way by Babb is good. Falmouth is back in for Hegwood. One thing to note, Roncalli made just 2 field goals in the first half against Beech Grove, and they were both threes. They have yet to make it 2 tonight. So they're 4.5 minutes away from playing 2 straight first halves without a 2-point field goal. 2 free throws down by Babb, and it's 16-11. Falmouth has returned for Hegwood. He plays Taylor on the left wing ISO. Taylor back to Casaro out top. Brinker into the game, who came in for McDonald, checked out with 2 fouls. Pendleton, left side Joyce, just inside the arc, back to Taylor out top. Taylor works behind a screen. Falmouth went through it and recovered. Now Casaro taking his time at the right point, back to Taylor out front. Taylor turning face top of the key against Falmouth, has a screen against Pendleton, goes away from it, picked up his dribble. Back over to Casaro. Gives to Brinker. Casaro pump fakes a 3 on Donahue. Now Joyce looks inside. Lob to Pendleton. He caught it below the bucket. Now Brinker cut off in the lane. Gives to Casaro in the corner. Back to Brinker out front. 3.5 to go in the first half. Roncalli trails 16-11. Taylor gets a high screen from Pendleton. Now over to Casaro as Roncalli rotates to recover. Joyce in the corner finds Taylor on a back cut. He lays it in. Taylor went down hard under the bucket. Donahue, quick 3 the other way. Bang! He got it. Well, 3 for 2. That turns out to be a net 1 for Roncalli. Taylor's layup 3 at one end. Donahue's 3 at the other. And it's a 4-point Perry Meridian lead with 2:56 to go first half.
And Roncalli did a great job on defense there at the very end, and just Perry was able to move the ball and to find their open man.
Taylor lost his footing down the lane and traveled, trying to spin dribble against Falmouth. Yeah, that previous Perry Meridian possession, Roncalli defended for almost a minute and a half.
Well, any time that Perry had a look at 3, either Roncalli was able to close him out, and ultimately Perry just it was a well-defended shot. They just made it.
Against made by one of the top scorers in the state, and Jaden Taylor. He's doubled, is Taylor. After Leffler misses the foul line jumper, Perry Meridian back into it. 18-14 the score, 2:15 left first half. Perry Meridian on top by 4. Falcons have never trailed in this one. Casaro between the circles. Taking a look at the dribble. Donahue's picked up Taylor on a switch now. Brinker has his pocket picked by Lynch. Now it's a foot race to the goal. Lynch puts it up off the bottom of the backboard. Falmouth hustled down to grab the rebound and drew a foul. Nice defensive play by Brinker to force Lynch under the bucket, but a heads-up play by Falmouth to follow it up, scoop up the loose ball, and draw the foul.
So far, Roncalli's done a good job at forcing turnovers and limiting the amount of chances that Perry is able to get, but and then it was smart play by Falmouth to stay aware and be able to get to the line.
So it's a 1-and-1 situation. Falmouth hits the front end. Team foul 8. Second one on the way, good. And it's a 2-point game. Roncalli stayed in this game from the foul line. 10 for 12. 10 of the 16 points have come from the foul line. The other 6 have been Donahue threes. 18-16 the score. Inside 100 seconds to go, first half. Taylor still has the dribble. In the corner to Brinker. He's down the baseline. Twisting pull-up is missed. Rebound, Joyce came over the top and tapped it in. Nice play by Joyce to tap it in, using his size to finish over Lynch. And it's back to a 4-point Falcon lead. 2016. Dribble handoff to Donahue on the wing. Donahue a long 3 out front. In and out. That was in the bottom. Ball's loose on the floor, picked up by Joyce. 2016 the score, inside a minute to go first half. Roncalli has fouls to give, 3 to be exact. Brinker picked up his dribble in a bad spot, finds Joyce on the wing. Pendleton out between the circles, given all sorts of room. Casaro holds it on his hip against Lynch. The feeling that Perry Meridian would be more than happy to hold for one shot here. And Roncalli not showing any incentive to come out and pressure the basketball. Pendleton just holding at the volleyball line. Now Leffler comes up to initiate a count. Pendleton spins away and bounces to Joyce. Joyce hands to Taylor. He's out near the timeline with 15. Final 15 seconds of the half. Taylor at the jump circle with 10. Now gets his screen, still stationary dribbling. Taylor, jump pass in the corner. Pendleton tries a three, that's good. Pendleton hits a three, just his 9th three of the season. And Michael Wantz just cannot believe it. 23-16 the score. Pendleton's three makes it a 7-point game. Falcons outscoring Roncalli in the quarter, 11-7. 23-16 our score. We'll go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we'll have all the particulars on tonight's Steve's Flowers and Gifts Make That the Beck Service Center halftime show. That's next on the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network.
We're so thrilled to have Peyton Manning's name on our children's hospital. But we are a hospital designed for kids.
And then the halfback went in motion and then ran a slant route across the middle. Try to get a linebacker isolated on. I like this beat. It's nice. Give me some more bass. A little more bass here. These are nice. Wish they had them at the adult hospital next door. I think I'm gonna make this giraffe green.
That's crazy.
Might be right. Let's go red right, scat right, 585, wide drag. On two. Ready? Break. Nice ride. Y'all have these in blue? Can you hear this?
There's only one Peyton Manning Children's Hospital, offering world-class compassionate care for your child. Schedule primary ER or specialist care online.
Thanks, Peyton. We've got this.
Oh, okay. That's where they go.
Rob Brown, Connor Mahoney back with you. We are at halftime on the Beck Service Center halftime show. Roncalli at home tonight hosting Meridian, and the Royals trail the Falcons by the score of 23-16. Let's look at how the game unfolded. Roncalli in an 8-0 hole to start the game. Come back to make it 8-5. Meridian held a 3-point lead after one, 12-9. Falcons led 18-11 with 3 minutes to go, but Roncalli scored 5 straight points, a 3-pointer from Anthony Donahue and 2 free throws from Thomas Felmut. That made it 18-16. But then the Falcons scored the final 5 points of the half, including a Noah Pendleton 3 at the halftime buzzer. That pushed the Falcon lead back to 7, 23-16. Falcons outscoring Roncalli 11-7 in that second quarter. And Connor, I'd say defensively for Roncalli, it was a fairly good half, but you could point to 2 possessions where there was a breakdown. The one long defensive possession that second quarter where Jaden Taylor got a layup after defending for 90 seconds. And then, boy, in the final seconds there, the best case scenario for Roncalli is for Jaden Taylor to pass the ball in the final seconds, and you give up a 3 to Noah Pendleton, who's hit only 8 all year.
Yeah, you would figure Roncalli, whenever that ball went out to Pendleton at the 3, you were like, okay, we got the ball to somebody other than Taylor, and for him to knock that down, it hurts even more because you played the possession right, you closed him out, but they just made the shot and had better offense in that situation.
Well, for the second straight game, Roncalli struggles to score in the first half. On Saturday, it was a 10-point first half. Tonight, it's a 16-point first half. If you add the 2 first halves together as a composite, Roncalli has played 4 first-half quarters in the last 2 games and made exactly 4 field goals and none inside the 3-point line. The saving grace tonight, Connor, is that Roncalli's hit free throws, 10 of 12. That's kept him at least within arm's length.
And usually free throws is a big struggle that they've had and been throughout the entire season, and today they've shown that they're able to knock those down from the free throw line, and if they were not hitting those free throws today, it would be a much different scoreline.
Roncalli trails by 7, 23-16. Anthony Donahue has 6 points to lead Roncalli. Jaden Taylor 12 for Meridian. We'll take our first break here on the Beck Service Center halftime show. When we come back, Connor's got your first half totals. It's next on the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network.
Every day, we go farther, try harder, and do things others think are impossible. But for people who are passionate about what they do, it's normal. At Ortho Indy, we make sure of it. As the largest sports medicine group in Indiana and the official orthopedic provider for the Pacers, our specialists work to treat your injury from diagnosis to recovery and get you back in the game, because you were built to perform. Ortho Indy Sports Medicine, helping you get normal back, whatever your normal looks like.
I work out every day. COVID won't kill me.
I'm 24. COVID won't kill me.
I have antibodies. COVID won't kill
It's
me.
been a long week. COVID won't kill me.
I'm 25. COVID won't kill me.
I'm partying outside. COVID won't kill
I don't
me.
need to wear a mask around my friends. COVID won't kill me.
I'm 23. COVID won't kill me.
If I haven't gotten it yet, COVID won't kill me.
I'm young. COVID won't kill me.
Famous last words. Don't let them be yours. Socially distance. Mask up, America.
First half rundown of scores here starts with Taylor with 12 points. McDonald had 2 points. Douglas had 2 points. Pendleton had 5 points. And Joyce had 2 points. Taylor hit 2 threes tonight so far, and Pendleton hit 1. And then they went 2 of 2 from the free throw line. And then on the Roncalli side of things, Donahue has 6 points with 2 3-pointers. Lynch has 2 points. Belmouth has 2 points. Leffler has 2 points. Lauk has 2 points. And Babb has 2 points. And Roncalli went 10 of 12 from the free throw line.
It all adds up to a 23-16 Meridian lead here at Roncalli. We'll go ahead and take our second break. When we come back, third quarter's around the corner after this on the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network.
Meet Kate.
Okay, I'll send that report.
Going to school, Chad. Oh, hold up, Brad. We need to put our masks on.
Good idea.
Now, let's go.
Don't be like Brad and Chad. Make sure you wear your mask over your nose and your mouth to prevent the spread of COVID. Visit cdc.gov/coronavirus for more information.
I work out every day. COVID won't kill me.
I'm 24. COVID won't kill me.
I have antibodies. COVID won't kill
It's
me.
been a long week. COVID won't kill me.
I'm 25. COVID won't kill me.
I'm partying outside. COVID won't kill
I
me.
don't need to wear a mask around my friends. COVID won't kill me.
I'm 23. COVID won't kill me.
If I haven't gotten it yet, COVID won't kill me.
I'm young. COVID won't kill me.
Famous last words. Don't let them be yours. Socially distance. Mask up, America.
Connor Mahoney and Rob Brown back with you on the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network. Meridian leads the Royals 23-16. About to start the third quarter. Should note in that first half, Anthony Donahue scored 6 points. That moved him past Ryan Weber and into 11th place on the program career scoring chart. Ryan Weber graduating in 2012. Donahue now with 740 career points heading into this second half. He's just 19 and make that 20 points away for moving into the all-time top 10. And 10th place occupied by Nick Stewart, whose son Nick is a sophomore here at Roncalli, plays on the JV team, actually suffered a knee injury over the summertime and has been out. But we'll be back at it next year as a junior. I don't know what it is, Connor. I don't pretend to be smart enough about basketball to know what the solution is, but Roncalli's got to find a way to get some energy offensively here.
And we talked about how they haven't hit a 2-point field goal in this game, and it happened previously with Beech Grove, and it's something I figure would be a big importance in the locker room that came up, and it's something that they're going to need to figure out in this second half.
23-16, Meridian has the basketball and a 7-point lead to start this second half. Falcons moving left to right toward their bench in this second half. That's the west goal here at the Vinny. Taylor drives on Felmuth, and an errant pass to McDonald. He saves it, though. Nice hustle out to the timeline and Casaro. So nice hustle by McDonald to save his teammate Taylor a turnover. Possession continues. Both teams have their starting 5 on the floor to start this second half. Joyce to Pendleton, or make that shot, who's in. Casaro backs it out. Now McDonald on the right side. In deep to shot. He turns. Jump hook over Leffler. Short. Rebounded by Leffler. Good defense by Roncalli. Digging in, defending for 45 seconds in this first possession.
Another longer spell of defense there that Roncalli had to deal with, but this time we come away with the rebound and don't give up any points.
Leffler drives on Joyce, leans, puts it up, no good. Joyce with a nice defense and rebound. Here comes Taylor the other way. Roncalli back defensively. Joyce holds out front to McDonald. Back to Joyce on the wing. Dribble handoff to Taylor. Fumbled, got it back. Taylor surveys against Felmuth. One-hand pass to McDonald out front. Trevor Lauk catches the screen. And now McDonald working through the lane against Donahue. He missed it too strong with an 8-footer. Rebounded by Lauk. Michael Wants says, let's hurry up. Here comes Lynch into the forecourt. Now Lauk holds. Back to Lynch. Felmuth out front against Taylor. Leffler pops out against Joyce on the left corner. Has his dribble if he wants it. Over to Donahue. Taylor picks him up on a switch. Donahue can't get by him. Now down to Lauk on a deep catch. Gives to Donahue on a back cut. Teardrop up too strong. Rebounded by Schott. Here comes McDonald. Joyce got the step down the baseline. Lauk recovered to cut him off nicely. Now Joyce is under the bucket with nowhere to go. Bounce it back out to McDonald. Michael wants a 3 seconds as Joyce has picked up his dribble in the paint. Taylor slithers by Lauk, but his layup rolled off the rim, and the rebound tapped off the end line. Last touch by Taylor. I think Leffler might have hit that last. Roncalli got a break there.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
Mark James agrees with me, I think, that ball was off of Leffler. 23-16, we're 2.5 minutes into the third quarter. Neither team has scored. So the Falcon lead holds at 7. Lynch on the right side. Left side to Felmuth. Lauk surveys out front. Shots up tight. Lauk blows by him and draws a foul. Crowd is yelling at Lauk on the follow-through. Joyce came over after the whistle and blocked the shot physically. Lauk on his follow-through tapped Joyce on the back of the head. That got everyone all riled up down below us to our right. Shots third foul, and Pendleton's into the game.
Lauk might have gotten away with something there. We're not completely sure, but...
Nice cut by Leffler in low, and Joyce got him on the way up. And Leffler shoots 2.
It's good for Roncalli to be able to get to the free throw line, but you can just tell we're dying to get something in the paint and get at least a 2-point field goal in these opening 3 minutes.
It's not for a lack of paint shots, just that none of them are going in. They're all contested. Leffler shoots the first free throw up good. You mentioned it, Connor, at halftime. If it weren't for free throws, Roncalli would be in a big-time hole. Royals with that first Leffler free throw have outscored the Falcons by 9 from the foul line. Leffler's second free throw dances off, yet they still trail by 6. 23-17. Meridian with the ball after Joyce rebounded the free throw miss. Pendleton is in the game for shot. Gives to McDonald. Joyce in the corner. Now Taylor faces up on Felmuth. Taylor spins back to the baseline. Rises for the pull-up. Air ball over the rim. Rebounded by Donahue. Lauk fires to Felmuth in the left corner. 3 over Taylor. Bang! He got it. Boy, Taylor relaxed a little bit, and Felmuth capitalized. Drills the corner 3. And it's a 3-point game.
Big possession there by Roncalli to be able to get something from the field, and it's hopefully something that they can build upon in this quarter and in the fourth quarter as well.
Taylor up tight is Felmuth on the wing. Now Taylor drives, lost the handle. He had it knocked free, and Roncalli was about to scoop it up and go the other way, but a foul called on Felmuth. Falmouth's foul, his first, and the team's first. Matthew Babb has stepped in for Trevor Lauk. 23-20 the score. Casaro catch and shoot 3 off the inbound. That's good. Well, he is a great, above average catch and 3 shooter. He's catch and shoot 3-point shooters, a 44%er. Back to a 6-point lead. Lynch attacking in the corner, Leffler against Joyce. Puts his head down to the basket, slithers to the goal and lays it in with her right hand. That's the first 2-pointer of the night. And it took 2.5 quarters. And Leffler scores. Back to a 4-point game. 26-22, 3:30 to go, third quarter. Quickly moving. Third quarter. McDonald behind a screen on the wing to Casaro. Joyce out front. Gives to Taylor. Taylor working against 2 defenders. In the lane, elevates and finishes from 10. Taylor's first 2 here in the second half. He has 14 to lead all scorers. Felmuth, a volleyball line 3 out front. Bang! He got it 2 in a row from Thomas Felmuth here in the quarter. He has 8, and the lead is 3 for Meridian.
Since Roncalli's been able to get that the 3-point field goal a couple possessions ago by Felmuth, they've been able to build upon that with points in the paint and then another 3-pointer by Felmuth as well.
Need a stop right here. Casaro, a long 3, that's off. And Pendleton snuck in, got the rebound, but he hit the deck as he lost his footing in the midair. And Lynch picks up the loose ball. Donahue in the corner. And his pass was errant, stolen away by Casaro. Bodies all over the place. McDonald can't get the errant pass, and it goes into the Roncalli bench. Back to the Royals. Oh, my. Wild exchange there. Luke Kegris is in for the first time tonight, the 6'4 sophomore. Mark James wants a timeout. 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. 2:25 to go in the third quarter. Beck Service Center scoreboard reads Roncalli trailing Meridian 28-25.
Trouble with your...
Do life, not laundry. Milto Cleaners.
Time, same places. 7:15 start time. With the pregame show, 7:30 the tip. And watch the game on the Roncalli YouTube channel or listen on RoncalliMediaNetwork.com or over the air in Central Indiana on CBS Sports 1430. Luke Kegris into the game. He handles the point. Feeds Felmuth in the block against the smaller McDonald. Turns and shoots. He missed it from 6. Well, he got a great look. Just shot it a hair long off the back of the rim. That's a great play out of the timeout. Getting Felmuth to post up the smaller McDonald. 2:05 to go in the third. Taylor ISO'd in the corner against Donahue. Gets a screen from Joyce. Nice pass across the paint to Pendleton, who was left alone on the help, and Taylor found him for a layup. 30-25. Pendleton with 7 off the bench. Down to Babb in the right block against Pendleton. Cut off, back out to Donahue. Kegris swings to Felmuth. Pump fakes a 3 on McDonald. Gives to Donahue in the left corner. Donahue to Babb at the foul line. Babb wheels on Pendleton. Kegris in the right corner against Casaro. Out top to Babb again. Left side Felmuth. 30-25. Roncalli trails by 5. Leffler's 3 is short and rebounded by Pendleton. (30-25). It's a 5-point Perry lead. 1:10 to go, third quarter. Roncalli has chipped 2 points off the halftime lead, but each time, 2 previous times here in the quarter, Roncalli has cut it to 3. Perry has scored the next basket.
Yeah, Perry's been able to respond pretty well to Roncalli's offense that Roncalli was able to produce so far in the second part of the quarter here, but so far Perry looks like they're trying to build some momentum into the fourth quarter.
45 seconds to go here in the third. Perry holding. Casaro out near the timeline. Out of Pendleton in the right corner. Picked up his dribble. Leffler up to apply some pressure. And then Joyce gets it. And Mark James wants time. 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. 30-second timeout. 29 and 1/10 seconds to go, third quarter. Roncalli trails Perry Meridian 30 to 29 and 1/10 seconds to go. Here in this third quarter, Roncalli trails by 5. Perry Meridian has led throughout. 30-25 the score. Trevor Laux back in for Roncalli, replacing Leffler. Quickly moving third quarter. Roncalli has outscored Perry 9-7. The Falcons still on top. Likely going to hold this for one shot if possible. Taylor out near the timeline against Felmuth. Roncalli hedges on the ball screen. Babb forces Taylor out to the timeline. Now Taylor with 15 settles for a left side 3 that's good. It's not a settle if you make it. Taylor's third 3 of the night. Quickly Lynch to the basket. He draws a foul, puts it up and in! Oh my, Carson Lynch attacking quickly the other way. Trying to get the 3 points right back. Fouls on Casaro, his first and the team's third. Caden Gore into the game quickly. As is Michael Hegwood. 4 and 6/10 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Lynch, free throw, good. So 3-point play matches Taylor's 3. It's a 5-point game. Taylor in a hurry. Through the midcourt. Heaves it up from straight away. Got to the rim from 40 feet, but missed it wide. And that will do it. So a 5-point Perry Meridian lead. Roncalli outscoring Perry Meridian 12-10 in the third quarter. But it's a 5-point Falcon advantage. 33-28 as we head to the final 8 minutes from the Vinny. We're back with it next on the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network.
Every day we go farther, try harder, and do things others think are impossible. But for people who are passionate about what they do, it's normal. At Ortho Indy, we make sure of it. As the largest sports medicine group in Indiana and the official orthopedic provider for the Pacers, our specialists work to treat your injury from diagnosis to recovery and get you back in the game. Because you were built to perform. Ortho Indy Sports Medicine, helping you get normal back, whatever your normal looks like.
Score, Jaden Taylor has 17 to pace Perry Meridian, leading all scorers. Thomas Felmuth has 8 to lead Roncalli. And as we head to the final quarter, Perry Meridian has led throughout. Be interesting here. To see how much Perry Meridian holds the basketball in this final quarter.
Well, they do it a lot to try and get that final shot. They'll hold the ball for more than 45 seconds, it seems like, and we've seen in multiple possessions where they had one going for over almost a minute and a half, and it's something that they seem completely comfortable with doing.
Roncalli with the ball to start the final quarter. Donahue's back in, as is Leffler. Gore, Kegris, and Babb stay on the floor. Leffler in the right corner. Jab stepping on Joyce, who's back into the game. Aiden in the lane, faking, up and under move, missed it short, got his own, fakes again, put it up, put it in, and put him on the line. Aiden Leffler taking his time, trying to convert the three-point play.
Strong take by Leffler. There's exactly what Roncalli needed to start this fourth quarter and build some momentum.
Leffler shoots the free one and can make it a two-point game. And he does. So Leffler following up. He was unable to score on Saturday afternoon, but a big 8 points so far tonight. And Roncalli is as close as they've been since the first half. Really since the first minute of the game the last time. Actually, I should take that back. With 2 minutes, inside 2 minutes to go in the second quarter, last time they were within 2. McDonald, Taylor, shots back in out there with Pendleton and Casaro. 2-point game. Deep into Casaro, rolling around on the deck. He lost the handle, and Babb picks it up, hands to Gore. Roncalli can tie with a bucket. Gore, cross-court pass to Donahue in the left corner. Taylor closed out quickly. Gore gets Roncalli into its offense, down 2. Donahue left side. No space to shoot the 3 on Taylor. Feeds Leffler in the left corner against Pendleton. Leffler takes a look, has his dribble, spins to the baseline, cut off out to Kegris. Michael wants time. Timeout called. Full timeout. We'll go ahead and take one as well. 6:49 to go. Roncalli with the basketball, trailing by 2, 33-31 on our Beck Service Center scoreboard. We're back with it after this.
We're so thrilled to have Peyton Manning's name on our children's hospital. But we are a hospital designed for kids.
And then the halfback went in motion and then ran a slant route across the middle. Try to get a linebacker isolated on him. I like this beat. It's nice. Give me some more bass. A little more bass here. These are nice. Wish they had them at the adult hospital next door. They have to make this giraffe green.
That's crazy.
Might be right. Let's go red right, scat right, 585, wide drag. On two. Ready? Break. Nice ride. Y'all have these in blue? Can you hear this?
There's only one Peyton Manning Children's Hospital, offering world-class compassionate care for your child. Schedule primary ER or specialist care online.
Thanks, Peyton. We've got this.
Oh, okay. That's where they go.
Ezekiel Fox on the cameras. Happy you've chosen to spend part of your Tuesday night with us. Carson Lynch is back in for Luke Kegris for the Royals. Lynch on the baseline left, inbound. Takes a look. Bounce into Leffler. Leffler. Ooh, they had Donahue on a back cut and missed it. Now Lynch sets it up. Donahue high right, gets a screen. No space to turn the corner. Lynch. Out front, Leffler against Joyce. Leffler directing the traffic. Babb pops out to get it. Donahue can't get away from Taylor. Leffler resets out at the volleyball line straight away. 6:15 to go. Perry Meridian up 2. Lynch back with it, top side. Takes a look. Nothing inside, hands to Felmuth. Felmuth, drive on McDonald, high arcing jumper is good! A moon ball fadeaway from Felmuth. Oh my! What a shot by Felmuth from the left side. And he ties the game.
What an incredible shot by Felmuth to get it up and over and would not have expected that from him, and to be able to get that arcing and is quite impressive.
And Taylor takes it right to the rim through two defenders and draws a foul. That's a big-time play by a Division I player.
We saw that a lot in the third quarter where we would start to build something on offense, and then Perry would come back with some of their own, and we started to break away from that in the fourth quarter here, but Taylor was able to make a play, which was quite good as well.
There's a wet spot on the ball that Taylor noticed. Babb took the foul, his first and the team's second. Trevor Lauk is returned for Babb. Taylor has 19 points, can make it 20 with a free throw here, and he does. 14th time in 17 games that Taylor has scored 20 or more. Leffler out front, back to a three-point Meridian lead. Felmuth three for the tie, that's wide left, and rebounded by Taylor. He's through the midcourt traffic, picked up by Lynch on a switch. Now McDonald, see if they can get it switched back up. Taylor wants to post on Lynch, rightfully so. See if Roncalli can get that switch back, but Lynch plays Taylor this time down for now as Pendleton holds on the left side. Inside 5 minutes to go, Meridian leads by 3. Pendleton. Now Joyce holds.
Perry doing exactly what we expected them to do in this fourth quarter and hold the ball and look for the best shot.
Yeah, that quick three-point play by Taylor gave the Falcons the lead. And now we've got an illegal push-off on Taylor. He pushed Lynch to the floor to try and get free. So Roncalli dug in and defended. Mark James is more than a little beside himself. Caden Gore comes in for Carson Lynch. Mark James is livid right now, yelling at Tim Smith. Not really sure what about. Gore feeds Lauk in the left corner. Lauk turning face, backs on Pendleton, and a travel. (36-33). Roncalli trails by 3. 4:15 to go. Taylor out front. In the lane. Puts it up. No good, but he drew the foul on the way. On Leffler. Leffler's foul, his first and the team's third. Oh, they called that foul on the floor. Wow. I thought for sure Taylor earned his 2 shots. But to no avail. Team foul third, so it's a baseline out of bounds. Out to Pendleton.
I already started to mark down the 2 free throws.
I was about to put the circles up myself. 36-33, halfway through the final quarter. Meridian leads by 3. Taylor has 20 of the Falcons' 36. He's to the baseline. He gets right by Donahue, but he missed the layup. Lauk has the rebound, and Pendleton is over the top committing the foul. Pendleton's second and the team's 5th. Called the 6th. Beg your pardon.
It's a rare missed open layup by Taylor there. That's something that Roncalli's make sure that they don't take for granted.
Boy, yeah, they dodged one there with Taylor getting all the way to the rim, but he rushed the layup. Lynch is back in for Caden Gore. It's a 3-point game, 36-33. Falcons lead. Inside 3:45 left. Leffler at the elbow, over to Lynch. Felmuth with a catch, McDonald up tight. Felmuth gives to Donahue on a back cut. He's fouled on the way up. At the rim, he shoots 2. Fouls on Taylor. His second and the team's 7th. Donahue was fouled in the act, so he shoots 2 with 3:29 to go. First one up, in and out. Boy, that was in the cylinder, in the bottom, halfway down, and came out. (36-33). Second one up, that's way short. But the back tap by Lauk goes to Falmouth. So the possession continues for the Royals, down 3. You need to get something here on this possession. Doesn't have to be a 3, but they need to get something. Lynch drives. Leffler had the ball fumbled in the corner. He was going to shoot a 3, but he couldn't catch it cleanly. Now he drives on Joyce. He put it up, put it in. Leffler into double figures, joining Falmouth with 10. And it's 36-35. Inside 3 minutes to go. Roncalli down 1.
Big defensive possession here for Roncalli to be able to try and get a stop and then be able to take the lead themselves for I believe the first time in the game.
Never led. Got one tie. That was earlier in the quarter on Falmouth's jumper that made it 33-33. Joyce picked up his dribble. Pendleton holds. Right wing, you think have to think they want Taylor to take this shot when it finally does go up. Pendleton, top of the key. Taylor drives, lost the handle, got it back, and resets. And Mark James wants time. Timeout, full timeout, that's all they have left. We'll take one as well. 2:16 to go. Meridian leads Roncalli 36.
Do life, not laundry. Milto Cleaners.
There. So Roncalli's in the bonus at the other end, the single bonus. Possession arrow favors Meridian. Michael Hegwood has come on, replacing Trevor Lauk. See what the Falcons drew up out of the timeout. Falmouth still plays Taylor away from the basketball. Joyce holds. Hands to Casaro. Out between the circles. Gabe Horn is in, and my guess is he's in to give fouls. They're trying to get Meridian to the bonus to put him at the foul line. Horn's first, team's fifth. Roncalli has to give 2 more before the Falcons shoot 1-1. McDonald in the backcourt. Horn tries to poke at the basketball. Now Pendleton. And Horn reaches in and fouls him. That's his second and the team's 6th. And Mark James wants time. Timeout called by Meridian. Full timeout. We'll go ahead and take one as well. 1:08 to go.
I work out every day. COVID won't kill me.
I'm 24. COVID won't kill me.
I have antibodies. COVID won't kill
It's
me.
been a long week. COVID won't kill me.
I'm 25. COVID won't kill me.
I'm partying outside. COVID won't kill
I don't
me.
need to wear a mask around my friends. COVID won't kill
I'm
me.
23. COVID won't kill me.
If I haven't gotten it yet, COVID won't kill me.
I'm young. COVID won't kill me.
Famous last words. Don't let them be yours. Socially distance. Mask up, America.
You look down the list, McDonald, who's been on the floor, he's a 62%er. Pendleton, a 69%er. Those are probably the two guys that you want to foul, but Pendleton's not in the game. Casaro's a 50%er, so Horn is still out there. We'll see if Roncalli gives another foul here. Trying to get Brinker the basketball. Roncalli does not want to foul him. Brinker's in the backcourt against Felmuth, and Felmuth fouls him. So that's good foul on Felmuth, his second, team seventh. That's good play design to get your best free throw shooter the basketball in that situation.
It's exactly what it looks like Perry set out to do, is to get him that ball in the backcourt and then have him bring it up and force us to foul him.
Brinker shoots 1-1, first one up, and he got the roll on the front rim. (37-35). One more for Brinker. That one's way short. Rebounded by Leffler. So Brinker hits one of two. And it's a 2-point lead for Meridian. Inside a minute. Timeout Roncalli. 30-second timeout. We'll stay here. 30-second timeout.
Every day we go farther, try harder, and do things others think are impossible. But for people who are passionate about what they do, it's normal. At Ortho Indy, we make sure of it. As the largest sports medicine group in Indiana and the official orthopedic provider for the Pacers, our specialists work to treat your injury from diagnosis to recovery and get you back in the game, because you were built to perform. Ortho Indy Sports Medicine, helping you get normal back, whatever your normal looks like.
7:35. Meridian has a 2-point lead, has never trailed tonight. We had one tie at 33-33 earlier in the quarter. Roncalli trying to avoid losing back-to-back home games. Actually, I take that back. It'd be the second time. They did lose to Lawrence Central and Cathedral late December, early January. 54 and 1/10 second to go. Roncalli ball down 2. Original starters on the floor for the Royals. Felmuth out front. Gives to Lauk on the wing. Now Leffler gives to Lynch. He drives on Casaro. Into the paint, cut off, nothing there. Out to Felmuth. Felmuth works against McDonald. Lynch looks at the clock, still plenty of time. 30 seconds to go. Lynch lost the handle. Now the ball's loose. We got a tie up, and the Falcons have the arrow. So Roncalli turns it over, and Michael Wantz just spins away and slaps his hands together in disgust. Now Roncalli has to give a foul quickly. 28 seconds to go. The Royals are down 2. Brinker, however, their best free throw shooter, is not on the floor. Into Taylor. And Roncalli fouls him with 25 seconds left. So they walk to the other end. Taylor shoots 1-1. He is 3 for 3 tonight. Felmuth foul his third. Roncalli does have timeouts left, 2 to be exact. Taylor shooting 1-1, 25 and 9/10 seconds to go. First one up and in. 3-point lead. Taylor can make it a 2-possession lead here with the second free throw. On the way, that one kicks off. So it's a 3-point game, 38-25. Michael wants time. Timeout. Full timeout, all they have left. 20 and 4/10 seconds to go. Roncalli trails by 3, 38.
Seven 888-2827.
$38-35 the score. Meridian leads Roncalli. 20 and 4/10 seconds to go. Roncalli has the basketball, has a timeout left. Connor, we were just talking during the break there. With a timeout left, if you can get something quick, you don't necessarily have to have a three. But if you take a three here quickly and miss it, the game's probably over.
Yeah, it's something that they're definitely going to need to look at. It also depends on what the defensive parry offers Roncalli, if they're going to offer them that three-point shot or that lane to get inside into the paint.
Felmuth inbounds. In the backcourt to Lynch. Carson taking his time. Looks like they're going to go for a three here. Already just 15 seconds to go. Lynch in the corner to Felmuth. No space to shoot a three. Leffler with it with 8. Lynch with 6. They got to shoot a three-point shot. And now another timeout.
I work out every day. COVID won't kill me.
I'm 24. COVID won't kill me.
I have antibodies. COVID won't kill
It's
me.
been a long week. COVID won't kill me.
I'm 25. COVID won't kill me.
I'm partying outside. COVID won't kill
I
me.
don't need to wear a mask around my friends. COVID won't kill me.
I'm 23. COVID won't kill me.
If I haven't gotten it yet, COVID won't kill me.
I'm young. COVID won't kill me.
Famous last words. Don't let them be yours. Socially distance. Mask up, America.
2014 and is now known as St. John the 23rd. Roncalli High School. Preparation for life.
Five and 8/10 seconds to go. Roncalli trailing Meridian 38-35. Have to go for a three here. The margin for error to get a quick two and call timeout is gone. Now it has to be a three. Well, now we'll see if Meridian fouls. And makes Roncalli shoot a free throw instead. Hegwood's come on for Lynch. Felmuth inbounding. Lobbed to Lauk. Out to Donahue for a three. Off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Joyce. Throws it to the other end, and that'll do it. That was an excellent play. Lauk with a deep catch. Kicked it out to Donahue for a contested three. Taylor got a hand up. But it was not to be. Falcons lead from start to finish. And despite the fact Meridian scored just 5 points in the final quarter, that's enough to defeat Roncalli tonight, 38-35 here at the Vinny. We'll stay tuned. We'll how about you stay tuned? We'll take a break of 2 minutes, come back, total everything up, and when we come back, we'll have the Steve's Flowers and Guest postgame show. It's next on the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network.
Every day we go farther, try harder, and do things others think are impossible. But for people who are passionate about what they do, it's normal. At Ortho Indy, we make sure of it. As the largest sports medicine group in Indiana and the official orthopedic provider for the Pacers, our specialists work to treat your injury from diagnosis to recovery and get you back in the game, because you were built to perform. Ortho Indy Sports Medicine, helping you get normal back, whatever your normal looks like.
I work out every day. COVID won't kill
I'm
me.
24. COVID won't kill me.
I have antibodies. COVID won't kill
It's
me.
been a long week. COVID won't kill me.
I'm 25. COVID won't kill me.
I'm partying outside. COVID won't kill
I don't
me.
need to wear a mask around my friends. COVID won't kill
I'm
me.
23. COVID won't kill me.
If I haven't gotten it yet, COVID won't kill me.
I'm young. COVID won't kill me.
Famous last words. Don't let them be yours. Socially distance. Mask up, America.
Is your family-owned Indianapolis and Greenwood florist. Our mission is to establish and maintain the highest level of floral value and customer service at comfortable consumer prices. For the best and freshest flowers in Indianapolis and surrounding areas, Steve's Flowers and Gifts has exactly what you're looking for. Check out our wide selection of flower arrangements to make your next occasion memorable. Call 317-787-3431 or visit us at 3150 East Thompson Road. Meridian University wants to know, what are you made of? At Meridian University, our students are made of character and faith. Our students are service-minded and want to make a difference in the world. Our students possess the skills and intellect required of leaders. Come to Meridian University, Indy's premier Catholic university, and let us help you find out what you're made of. You can apply for free today at meridian.edu.
Rob Brown, Connor Mahoney back with you on the Steve's Flowers and Gifts postgame show. The Royals fall 3 points short in a home loss to Meridian. My final score 38-35. Let's look at how the game unfolded. Meridian never trailed tonight. Led 8-0 to start the game. Roncalli then scored 5 straight. Falcons still led 12-9 after one quarter. Second quarter, Roncalli was able to pull within 2 after trailing 18-11, but the Falcons scored the final 5 points of the quarter. And little did we know it, Connor, at the time, Roncalli did a great job, at least as we watched it in real time, did a great job of forcing Jaden Taylor to give up the basketball, but Noah Pendleton hit a 3 at the halftime buzzer, and that turned out to be a huge basket for the Falcons.
Basket was huge, and it was one that we talked about that shot that probably hurt the most in that second half because that was right at the buzzer, and it came back to bite them.
Well, Meridian held Roncalli off in the third quarter 2 different times. The Royals pulled within 3, and each time the Falcons had an answering score. Meridian led 33-28 after 3, outscoring Roncalli 12-10 in the quarter. In the fourth quarter, Roncalli, though, scored the first 5 points in the period, and Thomas Felmuth's jumper from the wing tied the game at 33 with 5:51 to go. But Roncalli got only one more basket to close out the game. It would be a Aiden Leffler leaner with 2:59 to go that made it a 1-point game. And Meridian then held the ball for almost 2 full minutes. Before Roncalli fouled, Isaiah Brinker made 1 of 2. That made it a 37-35 game. Roncalli had the ball down 2 and a chance to tie the game, but a turnover. Carson Lynch lost the handle in the lane. The ball was loose on the floor, and the tie-up with Meridian having the arrow gave the Falcons the basketball back. Roncalli was forced to foul again. Jaden Taylor hit 1 out of 2 free throws with 26 seconds to go. That made it a 3-point game. Roncalli was unable to get the quick 2. Called timeout with 6 seconds left. Got the 3 up to tie the game, but Donahue's 3 was wide left off the left side of the rim, and that was all she wrote. Roncalli did outscore Meridian in the quarter, the final quarter, 7-5. Aiden Leffler and Thomas Felmuth with 10 points apiece to lead Roncalli. Meridian had, led by Jaden Taylor, the 14th leading scorer in the state coming in. He had 21. Noah Pendleton was the only other Falcon to score more than 1 bucket. He had 7 off the bench. Connor, this a little different feel than what we saw on Saturday afternoon. Roncalli got down in a double-figure hole and stayed there against Beech Grove. Meridian never led by double figures, led by 8 twice. So Roncalli never was down double figures tonight. But it just seemed, for whatever reason, tonight's game seemed much more disappointing. There were a lot more chances to grab the lead and get in front. And you wonder how the game would have changed, how Perry would have maybe been forced to play quicker if Roncalli was ever able to take the lead, which they did not.
Well, and it's super frustrating to watch, and I'm sure for the players it was frustrating how Perry never seemed to want to take a shot in that fourth quarter and was willing just to hold the ball, and anytime they put pressure, they just pass the ball up and just continue to let clock run, and eventually it led us to having to foul them, and within like 2 minutes left in that fourth quarter, and it was something where the big disappointment came in whenever you having Roncalli turn over the ball there in one of their last two possessions, and that was a huge moment. It was disappointing not to get a shot off.
Well, Roncalli falls to Perry Meridian tonight, 38-35. We'll take our first break here on the postgame show, our only break here on the postgame show. We'll step out for 60 seconds. When we come back, we'll run down tonight's totals. We'll hand out our player of the game, and we'll look ahead to the rest of the broadcast week. All that coming up next on the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network.
Throughout Chick-fil-A.
Going to school, Chad. Oh, hold up, Brad. We didn't put our masks on.
Good idea.
Well, let's go.
Don't be like Brad and Chad. Make sure you wear your mask over your nose and your mouth to prevent the spread of COVID. Visit cdc.gov/coronavirus for more information.
At our final totals from tonight's game, and Connor has those.
For the visitors tonight, Perry Meridian, Taylor had 21, McDonald had 2, Corsaro had 3, Brinker had 1, Douglas had 2, Pendleton had 7, and Joyce had 2. Perry Meridian went 5 for 8 from the free throw line and had 5 threes. And then on Roncalli side of things, Donahue had 6 points, Lynch had 5 points, Belmeth had 10 points, Leffler had 10 points, Lauk had 2 points, and Babb had 2 points. Roncalli went 13 of 18 from the free throw line and had 4 threes.
Well, we're pleased to be joined on the post-game show by the head coach, Michael Wantz. Get Coach all set up here on his microphone. Coach, when you got the ball back down 3 after Taylor missed the second free throw, call that timeout with 20 seconds to go. What was the look that you were trying to get there out of the timeout?
So we call it Vegas. It's just a baseline screen and kind of a fake handoff, and we wanted to run it away from Taylor because he closes out. So we ran actually towards Taylor, but the shot comes out the other way. He just closes out so well. And then we just kind of fumbled it a little bit, and then had a good look there at the end with our play called winner, and just couldn't quite get it to go down.
So coming out of the timeout with 20 seconds to go, as Connor and I were kind of going back and forth the strategy there, you had a timeout. Was the plan to try and get a quick 2 or to get a 3 coming out there?
On
the first possession.
A quick 2.
On
a
the
quick
Vegas.
2, yeah. No, that's for a 3. I'm sorry. That's for a 3. Just thought we could get open. We had a good look on it early in the second half, but again, or the first half, sorry, but it was Taylor closing out, and he closed out so well on it. I thought we could maybe run it the other way. So, we were looking for a 3 on both of those.
How do you think your team defended tonight, knowing it was going to be a lower possession game, and Taylor got his 20? but not much else. But Pendleton had a big 7 off the bench.
Yeah, I thought we guarded really well with face guarding him. He got the first 8, then we settled in a little bit. I thought we guarded. I thought we gave a couple rebounds in the first half, but then I thought we did a better job with that. And I know it's the pace of the game, but we have to get to 40 points on a night like tonight. I have to do it. I think we had us starting out for maybe 2 for our first 16, and if it wasn't for free throws tonight, it'd have been over a long time ago. So we got to figure out how we get the old biscuit in the basket a little bit better.
Well, it seems like you've kind of touched on that a little bit in that first half. There was no 2-point field goal by Roncalli, and how do you go about improving on that or finding ways to be able to get those 2-point shots?
Well, we need to keep working on our shooting, but then also just got to keep looking. Everything's on the table. Is it personnel? Is it play calling? Is it offense? I don't know. We got to look at everything.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you taking a few minutes for us, and we'll catch up with you on Friday.
All right, guys. Thank you.
That's Roncalli head coach Michael Wantz. We appreciate him taking a few minutes for us here on the Steve's Flowers and Gifts post-game show. We're going to keep it here. Our next piece of business to hand out our Ortho Indy Star of the Game. We did not discuss this prior to coming out of the break, but I'm open to your suggestions, Connor.
Well, for Roncalli, I would have to go with Felmuth, considering whenever Roncalli seemed to be in a hole offensively, he was able to hit a 3, and then we got a 2, and then he went ahead and hit another 3, and he seemed to give a little spark to Roncalli. Unfortunately, we weren't able to regain that lead, but we were able to close it back down to those 2 points that previously hadn't happened since the second quarter.
Well, and he did have 8 of his 10 points in the second half, and as you mentioned, he hit the basket that forced the only tie of the game at 33-33 early in the fourth, and those 2 threes he hit in the third quarter, both of those brought Roncalli to within 2. Fortunately, Perry Meridian then answered with the basket at the other end, but big threes or I should say within 3. So Thomas Felmuth, the senior, he is tonight's Ortho Indy Star of the Game.
At Ortho Indy, their mission is to provide the highest quality, comprehensive bone, joint, spine, and muscle care to patients throughout the Midwest, the United States, and around the world. From diagnosis through recovery, their team is ready to get you back in action. Choose Ortho Indy to be your official orthopedic provider.
Well, we update the records now. Perry Meridian improves to 10-7, 6-2 on the road. The Falcons will be right back at it on Friday with the home conference game against Franklin. Meanwhile, Roncalli drops to 8-9. This is the first time Roncalli has been under 500 since January the 12th. 8-9, 6-4 here on the home court. They've dropped 2 in a row. The 5-game homestand continues on Friday night when Heritage Christian comes calling. The Eagles are 6-7 on the year, and they're playing at Lapel tonight. It's a young Heritage Christian team, but some talent. Certainly Miles Colvin, a sophomore, he's getting some attention as one of the better sophomores in the state, certainly in the area. So we'll look forward to that game. 7:15 our pregame, 7:30 the tip time for that one. You can watch that game on RoncalliMediaNetwork.com. And or I should say you can watch the game on the Roncalli YouTube channel, listen on RoncalliMediaNetwork.com, or on CBS Sports 1430. Still working out our details of the girls' regional broadcast on Saturday when Tim Gray's Royals take on Mount Vernon. We'll have the full details on that when we talk to you on Friday night, but just know that we will have a broadcast of the girls' regional on Saturday, just working out the fine print before we can make an official announcement of the details. So we hope you can join us on Friday for the boys' game. And, Connor, another chance to get back in the win column, a conference game. Roncalli, even its conference record at 1-1 with the win last week over Bishop Chatard, a chance to go above 500 in the conference with the win on Friday.
Yeah, I think it's going to be – it's good that they're having another quick turnaround, I think, but it's something to where they're going to need some confidence going in here, and it's something where if the disappointment we feel that came out of this game we would assume is almost 10 times higher that is for the players, that they're going to want to go into that game and prove something that they're here to play, and that hopefully they can build upon that and then transition into the postseason.
Well, we want to thank you for tuning in tonight and spending part of your Tuesday night with us. Tonight's broadcast has been a production of the Roncalli Media Network. The executive producer is Gary Armbruster. Our booth announcer is Rachel Brown. Our video crew tonight doing a great job bringing you all of the pictures and sounds of tonight's game. Our director, Justin Brown. Our camera operators, Tin Ooh and Ezekiel Fox. And for my partner, Connor Mahoney, I'm Rob Brown. Again, our final tonight from the Vinny. Meridian defeats the Royals by the score of 38-35. Until we talk to you on Friday night from the Vinny as Roncalli takes on Heritage Christian. Join us then at 7:15, if you will. On behalf of our entire Roncalli Media Network crew, it's been Rob Brown saying so long, everybody.